Hi, this is Ike from Mike'sOutdoors.com. Today we're going to be doing a product review on a 2010 Bear Charge. Got the Bear Charge here, and this is part of Bear's, what I would call their lower end of their line. This is one of their cheaper bows. This bow retails $3.99, the way it comes set up just like this. And without all the accessories on it, I think it retails for about $2.99. So this is one of their lower end bows as far as price goes. As far as quality components, there's some things on this bow that you're not going to find on, say, a Bear Attack or something like that. You'll notice there's no string stops. Doesn't have the aggressive preloaded limbs like the Bear does. Doesn't have the fancy logo on the grip. It's pretty plain Jane, pretty Bear bow. And the speed rating on this bow is 305 feet per second. It's a shorter bow. The axle to axle on this bow is 30 inches, so it's a nice short bow. Brace height on this, it's got a pretty generous brace height. I believe it's almost 8 inches. Let's see, the brace height on this bow, I still got the tags on this bow too. Brace height is 7 3/4 of an inch, so definitely got a nice generous brace height on it. I still got the tags on this bow because this is a bow that I got in trade, and I'm actually just going to turn right around and sell it. I've only shot at this bow a few times. I shot it probably a dozen times or something like that, just to kind of get a general feel for it. The bow is fairly nice. This is a 60-pounder. It's easy to adjust. All you gotta do is move a couple little modules down here on the bottom to adjust your draw length, to adjust from 26 to 30. So it's a pretty nice little bow. It's easy to adjust, easy to set up. Got a pretty smooth draw cycle on it. It does have a lot of vibration to it when you shoot it. That's one thing that does have. It's kind of a loud bow. But that's a problem that could probably easily be solved if you were to put a set of limb savers on this thing and a good set of cat whiskers on your string to absorb some of that vibration. Maybe change this stabilizer out. The stabilizer seems like a pretty decent one though, so you might change that out to a sim stabilizer, but you could stick with this one very easily. I think some limb savers on here, some bow jacks, something like that, some cat whiskers on the strings would help with your noise and help with your vibration as well. Like I said, draw cycle is pretty smooth. Bow seems like it shoots pretty hard. As far as the accessories that come with this bow, quiver is pretty good quiver. It's got a Trophy Ridge quiver with it. Comes with a whisker biscuit rest on this model that I've got. So for you guys that are just starting out, buy the package. It's got a good set of accessories with it. The only thing I would say is on this sight, I would definitely, it's got a place here where you can screw in a light. I would definitely buy a screw-in light for this sight, because it doesn't have a whole lot of fiber optics on there, and it's not overly bright. So you get in those low light situations, you're going to want that light on there. So definitely I would buy a light for that sight. But other than that, it's a pretty good little package. Whisker biscuit's very easy to tune. Trophy Ridge quiver is very quiet. It comes with two different grips, so you can put your larger arrows in there, your smaller arrows. Bow's got a nice feel to it. It's not overly heavy. It's nice, light, really compact. The finish does leave a little bit to be desired. I'll say that there's a couple spots that are pretty rough, where it's got some texture to it and it shouldn't have, and a couple areas where there's some damage in the finish. So the finish overall, it's not great, but it's not bad. It definitely leaves a little bit to be desired. For the money though, for the price, I would say that this is an excellent bow. For guys that are just starting out, or for guys that you got a family, for guys that are looking for a good new bow that's kind of an economy bow, kind of a good bow but at a lower price. I say this one's definitely that. It's got a nice smooth draw to it. Definitely got a decent set of accessories with it. Like I said, you can just maybe buy a light for that and buy a set of limb savers for this thing, and you're probably going to be set up with a pretty good bow. For guys who are just starting out, and for guys who have been hunting for quite a while. This one's at 50 to 60 pounds, and like I said, it shoots pretty good. That's what you're after. The bow feels good in your hand, or in my hand, it feels pretty good, and it shoots pretty good. So there's some things about this bow that you're not going to find compared to some of the upper end bows. Like, it doesn't even have a place to put a string stop on the back. So if you want to put a string stop on it, you'd have to buy one that mounts to the front. So no string stops like the Bear Attack, no big preloaded limbs like the Bear Attack. I believe this is the same cam system as is on the Bear Attack though. If not, it's similar. It's a nice big solo cam. So overall a nice bow for the money for $4.99 or for $3.99. I think it's definitely worth that kind of money, and definitely one that you'd be yeah, I'd be extremely impressed with this thing for the money. So I think for $3.99 you're getting a pretty good bow and a pretty good starter. So like I said, I would definitely add something to this thing for vibration and add something to the light. Other than that, the bow's in pretty good shape. As far as a starter bow, like I said, it's got good adjustability to it. Definitely one that you could shoot and have for a couple years and get some good use out of. So that is the 2010 Bear Charge. And for more information on this, you can look up Bear's website, which is beararcheryproducts.com. For more product reviews, for more tips, tricks, and more bow reviews coming up in the future, be sure to check out our website. That's ikesoutdoors.com. Appreciate you watching.
I like good times, good wine, good smoke, and a 5-piece bed. And I can't help